Hey guys, it is moving day. It's finally here. The movers are here. They've loaded up one truck and they're going to start on the next one. They're about halfway done, and so I have no furniture to sit on here in the gazebo, and I have no tripod because I packed it, so maybe a little shaky. Anyway, emotionally I'm doing okay today. Last night was a different story. We came home from dinner with family and it was dark, and I came out here and I turned all the lights on and just lost it. I held it pretty much together up until then, but that was kind of the breaking point. And now, seeing the house empty, I haven't lost it. I will lose it again as we drive away. I know I will. But, and I don't know if this makes it better or if it makes it harder, I'll be back in about a week and a half to do some filling in nail holes and touch up paint and stuff like that inside, and then also for the third and final, hopefully, photo shoot for the book. And we also got some pictures from our contractor for the new house, that the bathroom is just about ready for us. I mean, functionally, the bathroom is ready for us. There's just a few little detail things that need to be worked out, but so we will have a bathroom tonight, I guess. We won't have any furniture though, because all the furniture and stuff is being delivered tomorrow afternoon. So we do have our trailer down there, and we're going to be sleeping in that. That's what we've been sleeping in every time we've been down there. So one more night in that, and then the next day, tomorrow, we'll be moving everything into the new house, and I'll show you that as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to see how this works out. We've got a lot more work to do this afternoon. If we get done and there's still good light out here, I'm going to go ahead and do the farewell garden tour now, because I don't know exactly what's going to be happening. Everything's on drip and everything is pretty well taken care of, but we are going to be gone for a week and a half. And so I don't know how things are going to look when we get back. If I do it now or then, it's not going to look perfect. You're going to see, how a garden looks when the gardener is completely busy, completely frazzled, and has a million things to do. But I have to do a farewell garden tour, if not for you, for me. So I'm going to get back, check in on the movers, and I will check back in with you in just a bit. Hey guys, me and Noah here.
Hello.
We're actually in a separate car from Emily because I had to drive a moving truck and she's in our car. We've been driving about 2.5 hours, no traffic, so it was great. But it's about 10:15 at night and we're about 5 minutes from our new house after is that blinker really annoying? It's been one of the longest days of my life. I'll tell you tomorrow more about it. Obviously, we didn't get to do a garden tour, a farewell garden tour this time. So when we go back in a week, I'll do it then. But today just really got away from us. So we're gonna go home, go home. It's our new house.
Yep.
And sleep in the trailer tonight, and then I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Bye.
Good night. Good morning. It felt so good to get a good night's sleep last night. Probably for the first time in a while. But, in fact, Emily and Noah are still enjoying that sleep. It's about 6:30 in the morning. One moving truck is here. And I'm going to take you guys inside the house. We saw it for the first time after it's really been all the paper is off the floor. There's a little strip for walking, but the floor was covered in paper and dust and paint stuff. So coming in now, the bathroom's almost finished, but I never have given you a tour yet of the inside of the house. And so I thought this morning would be a good time for that before all the workers get here, before the movers get here, and before boxes and piles of stuff are just covering everything. So take you inside, show you around. So the very first thing, other than the property that sold us on this house, I probably should say sold Emily on this house. Well, it wasn't the teeny tiny kitchen. It was the windows from the living room and the view out those windows. So I'm going to show you that first because they're going to sneak into the background eventually anyway. That was our favorite part of the whole entire house. So for me, this area right here, I mean, it's screaming for some kind of window seat or bench or something where, you know, on a sunny day, you can look out at everything. And on a rainy day, well, same thing, just darker. So outside the window over here is the master bedroom area. So the Mediterranean garden, the vegetable garden will be out this side. And then our huge patio parking lot. Tropical garden, the pool will be out here. And then off this side, we have a covered deck that will also be part of the tropical look. This is going to be re-drywalled here. Right now it's black. There was this weird 1970s-ish cubby divider thing. I'm not even sure. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was very unique, but just not us. And so we're going to be putting some kind of a railing there and then putting a little kitchen table up there as well. And then right here is the fireplace. Before it had this really weird, probably 70s mantle, and we ripped that down, found that there was a view right into our shower in the master bedroom. So we got this big beam right here to put as the new mantle, so it will run the full length of the wall. And eventually I think we are going to do some kind of stonework on the fireplace, but for now we just had the painters paint the brick white and the tile down here on the hearth black. But eventually, you know, something different's going to happen here. So for the kitchen, it doesn't look super small on camera, and it's not that much smaller honestly than our current kitchen, but we were looking for something bigger before. And once the refrigerator goes here, this area really feels tiny. So the view out the windows of the kitchen is the succulent garden, which will become the flower rose garden. And it will be the English garden out this side. So our plans for the kitchen will not be happening until probably next August. First of all, we gotta save some money. And second of all, that's when the contractor that was recommended to us is available. So we got a year for that, which is good. It's perfect. It allows us to really live with the space and understand what we want. Again, it allows us to save some money for that project. But the ideas that we have, the front door is on this side and the kitchen's over here. And so what we'd like to do is take this wall down counter height or maybe just a little bit higher just to open that up. And then this wall on the other side of this door, that's the garage. And so this wall, we would like to push out into the garage about 5 feet. And that's pretty easy to do because there is about 6 feet of wall between the kitchen wall and the garage door. So push it out about 5 feet, put the water heater and the heater in the attic. That was our contractor's idea. And then that would give us 5 extra feet of kitchen space, which is gonna be huge. I mean, that's gonna make this kitchen feel a lot more open, plus taking this wall down will do the same thing. So on this side over here, we've got the pantry, which is a pretty good sized pantry. Compared to what we had before, we've got a lot more space. And it's double-sided. All right, let's take you down here and show you the bathroom. Now, before I show you the bathroom, it's just about done. I'd say 95%. Let me put up a picture here of the bathroom before. And this is the bathroom now. So we still need the mirror. We've got a farm sink in this vanity, which is kind of cool. I think the whole house is pretty, I guess what you say, farmhouse modern. I love this. Although we need a bigger plate because it only covered one hole. This plate that came with it was not big enough. Love the floors. The shower still needs its glass. And the walls still need paint. So headed down the hall this way, we've got Noah's room on this side. So this house is 3 bedrooms, whereas our last house was 4. And we didn't think we used the 4th bedroom all that much. It was my office/studio. But now that we're here and figuring out where things are going to go, I think we're going to miss that. My plan is to build a office out in the garden, maybe more of like a finished shed that will serve as my office, which will kind of be cool, being out in the garden somewhere. This is the guest bedroom. So the wainscoting actually was here. It just needed a nice paint job. The guest bedroom will look out to the vegetable garden. And now the master bedroom. I love the doors. And the master bedroom will look out to the vegetable garden and the Mediterranean garden. And Emily out there didn't even know she was up. I love the view out these windows. The windows need to be cleaned. And then in here is closets. We got new closet doors that have steel edging rather than gold. And the bathroom is just getting started. Like literally, just getting started. So that gives you a view inside the house. It's Saturday. Day, what is this? 4 or 5? I don't even know. Wow. What a long several days. I don't even know where to begin. So the move did not go as planned. At all. I'm not going to mention the company name because I'm going to see what they can do to rectify this. We still are not moved in. 25% of our stuff is still at the old house. I thought it was typical for moving companies to come out and assess what you have to move before they send out a truck. This company didn't do that. Apparently they stopped doing it because of COVID and just haven't started again. So they talked to us on the phone when we were not even at home. We were in a parking lot somewhere, and they knew that. And they said, don't worry, we're not going to, nickel and dime. This is just to get a basic idea. Well, they came with a truck that moved less than half of our stuff. Maybe. Yeah, less than half. So last minute, I had to go get a U-Haul and load that myself. The moving guys had a little bit of extra time at the end of the day, and they kind of helped me out with that a little bit. And the moving guys were great. I have nothing bad to say about the actual guys that came out. They were awesome. So that's why you saw me and Noah driving in our own truck that night, because we had to bring a good portion of our belongings down here. And then the guys said if they had extra time at the end of their day on the second day, that they would help us unload our U-Haul truck. The problem was that when they finished their truck that second day down here, when they finished unloading it, right before they finished, actually, one of the movers fell out of the back of the truck. And we're not talking a small fall. We're talking the base of the bed of the truck, the bottom of it, 6 to 7 feet off the ground. And our driveway slants, so it was even further than that. He got hurt. He got a gash in his arm. He had to lay down, and we had to put ice on his hip because I don't know what was going on. But the company didn't send out help, a replacement, doctor, someone to take him to the doctor. Nothing. He just had to keep working, but couldn't really do much because obviously he was hurt. So he folded moving blankets and put together our bed. So I felt bad, and I went out there and started, because there was only one other guy to move us in here. And so I went out and started helping. And, between the two of us, we finished that first truck. And then fortunately, the guy that was still was able to help me unload the second truck. But I'm too old for this. It's 90-something degrees. We have a lot of stuff. And I still now have to go back to our old house, get another truck, and load up and deliver everything on my own after we paid for this to be done. So yeah, I'm not super happy there. But the good news is we're here. We are here. We have slept here for the last 3 nights, I guess. And yeah, it's great. It's so quiet at night. You can see a lot more stars than we could at our old house. It's wonderful. We've got the furniture is all in, mainly. One of our bathrooms is just about complete. They're making a great headway on the other one. So now we can really start on what we moved here for, and that was creating our entire homestead. Now the chickens are still back at the old house, and we're going to be getting those when I go back. We have no place to put them yet. So this weekend, I'm going to film this for my next video on this channel. I'm going to be making a chicken tractor. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's kind of a portable chicken coop. It's got 2 wheels on it. It's a long chicken run, maybe 2 to 3 feet high. There's a little chicken house on the end where they can go in at night, lay their eggs. But the bottom is completely open, and it's got wheels on it. So you can move it around, and you can let them do their thing, work up the soil for you as they do, add their soil amendment as they do. So I'm going to be putting it over where the vegetable garden is going to be, so they can start working up the ground for me and getting it ready. So I've got to head over to the hardware store today and get the materials that I need for that. And then I'll be filming that, as well as filming a video today for Next Level Gardening on what can we plant in August. So if you've been wondering, I'll let you know. Now, I'm not going to be planting anything yet because I gave you guys a 2-week vacation so you could kind of gear up and rest and recharge so you're ready to plant your fall garden, because that is coming up. Thanks for going with me on the move, and I will see you next time.